Hello everyone. This is a 2027 Travato 59G from Winnebago. Now, the Travato 59K is one of the best-selling Class B vans that you'll find on dealer lots anywhere. And they also make a KL, a lithium model, but the 59G here, I believe, doesn't get the love it deserves. So today we're going to give you a quick full walk around of this 2027 model, show you some of the things that have changed, and you'll be familiar if you've seen a different 59G over the previous years on where things have kind of moved around. So to get you started and to start talking about the van here, of course we have that same 9'4" roof height. We have a width of 6 feet 9 inches to our mirrors here, and we have a full length of about 21 feet. Now, with the ProMaster chassis, we have a 280 horsepower V6 from Ram, and we have a 9-speed transmission with hill start assist and a ton of chassis features that have only been improved upon, over the years here. And on the exterior, you can see this is actually the deluxe paint option. We have this paint on the bottom as well, kind of fully completing the look of the van on the exterior here, and a nice Winnebago logo at the rear. In addition to ceramic gray, we have bright white, bright silver, and a sandstone pearl special paint right now. We also have National Park livery with the National Park package, so you might see some mountain ranges on the scope of some of these vans as well. And with or without deluxe paint is also an option. So you just have the normal skid plates and the normal full paint to the bottom there without that deluxe option. And of course, we have a 13-foot awning from Girard now. This is actually still app supported, still has wind sensors. Very great to see, because one of the things you'll see among Travato owners is talking about what appliances they've liked over the years, what they'd like to see come back. These Girard awnings are new to the Travato line. We're very happy to see them. And just past that awning, what we can't see is 245 watts of solar from Merlin. And we also have this backpack port here for an additional panel we might be walking away from our site, getting better sun out of. We also have a 12 volt and a coax connection here. So if we're setting up maybe an outdoor TV. And of course, 110 outlets on the side of the body. And underneath the rear here, I have a 2,800 watt generator. And the generators with the 2027 model, if you want to come to the rear and look up underneath, is going to be an RVMP. So this is a quieter, lower decibel level generator when running. So it's more set up for national parks and RVs with quiet times restrictions, but it's also a more serviceable generator. So from the tech aspect, or from if you're dropping your RV for service, it's one of those things we're not going to have to wait for as long. And looking in the rear here, we can see another option, our rear bike rack from Summit. These are easily removable. I've even seen spare tire carriers that can bolt right on in this same place. It's a popular upgrade here at Colonial. And in addition to that, if you're looking at the rear, we still have a B&B Nautilus water management system. We still have a little bit of storage, access to the rear curtain to turn this into a shower booth back here, screen door for the rear entry, closet storage, as well as another little storage panel kind of hidden away in the back. And beautiful thing about the 59G, we don't have the rear bathroom right here, so we can pass items through. We can kind of walk in and out the exterior of the van with our bed up, of course. And we're going to come back to this in a moment, but continue with the exterior. Of course, towing 3500. We do have a 7-way and a 4-pin outlet here. So jet skis, small trailers, 350 pounds is our max vertical weight rating, but we can tow up to that 3,500. With 2026 and 2027, we have an exterior water fill on the van. I believe 25 as well, mostly models have that. And of course we have our exhaust for the generator, gray and black slide valve, but we also have a macerator pump. So that's unique to the 59G in the Travato line. Nice to have that, just pushing any water still in the tank over to the drain valve here, kind of to supplement, help you when you're dumping. And we have a separate storage for our sewer hose. And one of the changes, in addition to a light, of course, off in our dump area, you'll now see up on the body this lipper mount for our collapsible aluminum ladder. So this is, of course, a pretty light ladder to have inside when you need to get to the roof. Maybe you have storage boxes, canoes, something that you might be keeping up there and you need access for. But if you don't need to get on the roof on a trip, this does not need to take storage space. You can completely remove it from the RV. Fantastic function to have. And so right here we have our propane fill port. It's important to mention that on this RV, we have a low pressure port for like an outdoor grill accessory at the rear. But other than that outdoor port, the only thing using your propane, the 6-gallon tank or so, or 20-gallon, excuse me, is going to be your stovetop in the kitchen. So this Truma, the vent for your Truma Combi Plus, is going to be running on gasoline. It's a Truma Combi Plus G. So in addition to those electric elements, you're just going to be sipping from the 24-gallon fuel tank that we have on board here, just like the generator. So when you're off grid, it's one less fuel that you have to worry about. But of course, when you're plugging in and running on that generator, we have the ability to run on electric, which is fantastic with the Combi. One of my favorite continuous flow water heaters. Smart plug now on the exterior here, 30 amp smart plug with the cord, of course. And then engine exhaust, and that's when we'll start to talk about the cab here. So just so I can pop the hood, in 2026, of course, we have the largest Uconnect infotainment system we've had so far, heated mirrors, electronic adjustment. We have blind spot monitoring front and rear, park assist and blind spot monitoring front and rear. And then underneath the hood here, we can see that V6 engine from Ram. Paired with the 9-speed transmission, all the previous gens kind of where they felt underpowered, that's where we were able to improve upon now with these recent chassis. Definitely stylized very nicely. And with the 3500, we have wireless charging and a lot of cab conveniences that you don't see with the 25 or the 15. So now that we've taken a quick look, kind of walking around the van, getting acquainted, let's step inside the 59G, see that interior floor plan, and why people go with the 59G here. So to start, with the 59G, of course, we have 4 seat belts. We have these 2 great front-facing seats set up for car seats, of course, with that 3-point harness. And here I have a lagoon table that can also be mounted here behind the passenger, because of course our seats rotate so we can all sit comfortably, or we could always put an additional table in and have even more prep space or room to entertain here. You'll also see we have a sound bar behind me. We still have a Ram mount, just a smaller one moved up here. And of course, wiring for my TV, the roof access port. And we actually have one of the differences you can see on the roof between 26 and 27, an improved WindGuard Air 360 antenna on the roof for our over-the-air TV channels here. And of course, nice Insignia TV on an adjustable mount so we can face it to the rear. And with our kitchen space, so we have a little more prep space here. We have access to the Truma under the bench, but we have a countertop extension. I can screen in my whole entry just like the rear here, of course. And with, oh nice, the hardware here is also changed to drop down our extension. Nice Corian countertop, residential type fixtures. And we have positive latches both on our overhead cabinets and our drawers here to keep them from opening in transit, keep things quieter. And of course, here's our main propane appliance. We also have that low pressure port outside. Controls, we do have the EcoHot recirculating our Truma, just like in the 59K and a few other Winnebago models. And we have access to service items, water filter, GFCI reset, as well as all our safety items on board. Now to my left here in the kitchen, you're gonna see one of the main reasons that folks gravitate towards the 59G occasionally. We have a really nice Norcold 12-volt compressor fridge that ends up a bit larger than the NovaCool we see at the end of the kitchenette in a lot of Winnebago models. And we have a separate freezer drawer with this fridge, which is fantastic. Folks really like the larger fridge, the ability to fit more food in here. And the microwave is located up top, so a little less bending down for these items. And moving on kind of into the bedroom, just before I step in the bathroom, another big reason that folks go with this RV. Still, we have a ton of overhead cabinet storage in the RV, just like in the entertaining area in the front here. And then with our Murphy bed, I have a buckle style, just like in the Solus, hidden out of the way. And all I have to do in addition to that is I'm going to put down my little foot. Works kind of like our step up into the bed. And underneath this cover, I got to pop it off so you can have a quick look here. That's that Reprieve mattress that I cannot shut up about. Nice cooling layer on the very, very top here, manufactured in-house at Winnebago. And we're seeing this in all our models, so it's a nice improvement with the 26 and 27 models you'll see out there. Still, we have a cassette with screen and blackout shades, and all of our windows now will have the prop strut rods with these dual paned windows. And when I'm closing this up, I'm just collapsing my leg here. But the benefit of the 59G in this bed style is all the items that I can stow inside the RV with this bed shut. So pulling a bike, pulling a small kayak, canoe right on the floor here, as opposed to putting it in a rack out rear, is very attractive to a lot of folks. And in addition to all the storage accessible underneath the bed, the huge draw for the 59G, take a look at this bathroom. So we have worked kind of into the corner of the shell here, a little bit more elbow room, especially in the center, and we have the commode all the way to the rear of the bathroom. We also have the same bamboo or teak removable shower mat, shower floor, excuse me, that you can pull out after or while someone's taking a shower, put back in afterwards, so you're never stepping into a wet shower pan. But it gives you a ton of room while you're in here, a little more elbow room, and I have this awesome accordion door that pulls and encloses me into the room while still giving me space. And of course, I'm 6 foot, but with the mat out, I'd have even more room in here. We still have a porcelain commode at the back of the bathroom here, and it's nice to kind of have this separate private bath area. And it's nice to see dry storage, residential type sink and shower fixtures. This is the oxygenic shower head, so it'll make better use of that fresh tank water. So when we are running off fresh tank, that's an 18-gallon fresh tank, and 11-gallon black tank, and a 14-gallon gray tank. So slightly different tank sizes based on the floor plan we have here, but it's good to see with the options that you'll get with this floor plan that you'll also get comparable time off grid through those tank sizes. And one last thing I want to mention, we have a Max Air fan that's enclosed in its own bubble, of course, has a 78-degree hold, and it's actually been running this whole time. I have the ability to adjust the fan speed here, so it's been just quietly running in the background while we've been filming this video. And some of the other options that were optioned with this RV is, of course, our leatherette reskinned front seats. We have the optional floor coverings, but this, of course, is like our herringbone pattern with the weathered teak. There's also another weathered teak option available, and the soft canyon, which gives you different color front seats here. All these options just help you cater the best performing Class B van better to you and your RV camping style. So if you have any questions at all about this Winnebago or other Winnebagos here at Colonial RV, give us a call at 1-800-265-9019, and I look forward to seeing you all again in the next Colonial RV video.